Why, hello there, everybody. How are you doing today? It's me again. And again, I am here to encourage you. I am here to embolden you. I am here to empower you. I am here to inform you. I am here to educate you. I am here to inspire you. I am here to motivate you. I'm here to build you up. I'm here to lift you up. I'm here to bring and give you peace. I'm here to bring and give you hope. Because I am here to bring, give, and tell you the truth. Distractions only work if you have someone that is actually trying to help cover up or buy you time using the distraction. Distractions are there just to simply buy you time, but they won't work in this particular instance because, again, distractions only work if you actually have someone else helping you, working on covering up what you are trying to distract the people from. In this instance, it just won't work. Now, just so I'm clear, in administrations past, all of them, these distractions, and we're going to get into the distractions here real quick. These distractions were used to buy time so that everyone would forget about, as well as help conceal, the problem. Well, in this instance, the problem is a swamp, and we are draining the swamp. So I'm going to encourage you to not focus on these distractions. What distractions? Well, again, the lying media blowing way out of proportion Nazis, blowing way out of proportion these tearing down of monuments. All of the race baiting, basically. Another distraction, Kuppernuck, or whatever the heck the guy's name is. Yeah, I know what his name is. I'm not going to show him respect. He's a distraction. Espen pulling a guy out because of his name. Again, they chose to make an issue of it. Had they done it and not said anything about it, no one would have known anything about it. Right? It's a distraction. The NBA multi-million-dollar players saying that they're not going to go to the White House. Great, wonderful, fabulous. That's your loss. Why y'all still watching these people? Why y'all still supporting them? Distraction. Again, notice how all of the distractions are race-based and hate-filled. Again, Kuppernuck, the guy that is they're protesting against the NFL because they're mad because no NFL team will pick this guy up. They're calling it a race issue. Well, excuse me. Again, I bring up Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow kneeled, only he kneeled to pray. What's the difference between Tim Tebow? I didn't see you all running out there and protesting against the NFL for NFL teams refusing to pick up Tim Tebow. Oh, that's right. Tim Tebow just so happens to be Caucasian. or white. He also just happens to be a Christian. And oh, yeah, that's right. He just so happened to be kneeling, not in protest, kneeling in prayer, giving thanks to his Creator. So you tell me, why didn't you support him, but you're supporting the black Muslim guy that's kneeling just simply for attention's sake, simply to piss people off, just to keep it simple, stupid. And that guy, while he was in his press conference, again just piles it on. Well, you all are the police kill us, the this, that, and the other kill us. See, you're separating, making camps. We're tired of it. It's a distraction, folks. Don't give it any thought. You want these distractions to go away? Keep your eyes on the prize. Focus on those who have taken an oath. Okay? Again, they come out with this neo-Nazi stuff, and oh man, CNN, they got their feelings hurt. They had on 6 Trump supporters, and all the 6 Trump supporters basically said, a black, I mean, she was black. There was no doubt that she was black. I mean, black like my shirt black. She was very dark-skinned, African American, or black person. Again, I hate that term. They had 3 women and 3 men. 2 white women, 1 black man, 1 black woman, and then 3 white men. And has any of you? They wouldn't take none of the bait. Well, President Trump changed his mind about Afghanistan. Well, because he's got different information now, sweetheart. It's unbelievable how these people had to explain to the so-called know-it-all journalists why someone would change their mind, and how it's okay to change your mind if the facts change. How about that? You see, and again, it's a distraction. What are they distracting from? Well, there's a lot going on. ACLJ, these people are getting ready to go to prison, folks. They're building the case. So expect more and more of this, like in the University of Virginia, wanting the University of Virginia, who just so happened was founded by Thomas Jefferson, who now all of a sudden has become the spawn of hell simply because of he had some slaves. Well, so did a lot of people back then. Again, you all need to start. What happens? It always backfires on them, because again, it's documented that during the time of the Civil War, during the time of slave ownership in the United States of America, there were plenty of black people that owned other black people. Documented. I'm not talking about 1, 2, or 3. I'm talking about thousands. Okay? And the vast majority of people that owned slaves, when it came time to free the slaves said, no, I'm not going to go nowhere. I like it right here. Thank you very much. You treat me well. See, not everybody beat people, not everybody raped people, and most certainly not everybody owned hundreds of people, of human beings. They treated them more like indentured servants. Hello, white people went through that. Europeans went through that. In fact, that's how the vast majority of females got over here, was because, well, they were indentured servants. The man couldn't afford, the family could not afford to come over together. They couldn't pay for everybody. So they sent the man. The man came and prepared the land. And the woman, because as soon as he found out who the woman was going to be an indentured servant to. Again, you all need to read your history. In fact, that's how Daniel Boone got his wife. She was an indentured servant. And he paid for her. He paid for her freedom. How about that? So it also happened to white people. But you all don't know that because you take for gospel everything that the stupid little people in the stupid little box say. Again, all of these distractions. Why aren't they talking about the real things? You know, like what the ACLJ is. They're working on 7 cases. Folks, the swamp is being drained. The swamp is being drained. And again, it's not just as simple as going in and telling these people, hello, you're fired. Because before Barack Obama left office, he made these people lifelong bureaucrats. No terms, lifelong. As long as they wanted to stay there, they could stay there. And they are sitting there deliberately, intentionally working against. You're seeing the threat. It's time to remove the threat. So you know what? Fine. Hey, look, it's time to give these people consequences. Okay? If all you want to do is talk bad about us, turn them off. I'm talking about the lying media. Turn them off. Stop talking about them and they go away. They dry up. Okay? Stop talking about the sports stars. They don't care about you. They're doing it for attention. They are doing their part to keep. They think that they truly believe that they're shaming somebody to try to. It's a control and manipulation tactic, folks. Period. Well, we're tired of it. It's not going to work anymore. Fine. You don't want me around? Fine. I won't watch your games. I certainly won't buy your tickets. How about that? Period. Going to the NFL and forcing the NFL. I'm still not sure if the NFL is in on this or not, but you all are talking about this. Instead of talking about things. Again, has any NFL player taken an oath? Do they have any authority? No, they're a friggin' football player, for crying out loud. Is any NBA player taking an oath? No. They are a basketball player that gets overpaid to put a leather ball through an iron hoop. It's entertainment. They're not an authority. Without their fan base, they're just a guy that can put a leather ball through an iron hoop. They're just a guy that can run real fast. Talking about the NFL players. They're just a big, strong guy that can run fast and catch a ball. And you know what? Their careers are very short. The vast majority of them. The average NFL career is like 3.5 years, if they're lucky. Very few people stay in the league that long. That's why it's called the by the players the not for long league. That's why they want to make as much money as they possibly can. Okay? They're in it for themselves. Period. And there's nothing wrong with capitalism. Nothing wrong with it. But don't try to shame me and manipulate and try to make me out to if you don't support us, you're a bigot, you're a racist, you're a whatever. Whatever. Go sit down. Quickest way to push us away. That's what's going on. No, stay focused. Again, I listened. This is Thursday evening. I'm doing the video in the garage because we had some thunderstorms come through. Got a late start. So, hey, in the garage tonight. Or today. So, that's that. But stop focusing on the distraction. Ask yourself, why in the world is it news that a sports network removes a guy as well, and the guy agreed with it. Brian Lee. Why is that news that a sports network says that they're going to replace their announcer? Why is that news? That's to distract you. But you see, the distraction isn't going to work this time. Because again, they're just trying to buy time. They want you focused on the sensationalist stuff, so you don't put pressure on those who have taken an oath, those who have to do what you tell them to do. That's right. That's what their oath says. They are there to represent you. Period. You don't, if the founding document of the United States of America, the Declaration of Independence says, you know what? Hey, if we don't like the way that you do things, we will remove you by force if necessary. Period. We didn't put you in there to rule over us. So again, you want to help the president out? You want to help drain the swamp? Then stop focusing on the distractions. Stop focusing on the sensationalist stuff. Please stop talking about the stupid little people in the stupid little box. All they're doing is distracting you. You folk, you keep your eyes on the prize. Again, President Trump just today on his Facebook page, I just watched it just before I came out here, put out a video, said, hey, I asked Mitch M. and Paul R. to put in the budget ceiling thing in with the combined two things that was already passed. That way it wouldn't have no problem. They didn't do it. Gee, why? Because they want to gum things up. They're not there to serve you, folks. These people are hot. These people know that they are about to go to prison. They're doing everything they can. Everything they can to try to paint President Trump. That's why the media is painting him as a Nazi. He's not a Nazi. He's not a racist. He's not a big. And again, you all are playing the clip from Hillary's book. Why? She lost. Ignore her. She goes away. You're giving them your voice. Stop giving them your voice. Put your voice behind the president and his administration. Put your voice behind draining the swamp. It will speed everything up. Let's give them something to talk about. Let's give them something to be like the 6 people that were in with CNN. And just tell them that's a joke. These people were laughing at this woman. Laughing at her on live TV on her show. And even if when you look at the clip, she's in a big old tall chair, so she's sitting way up here and everybody else is sitting down. And to see, I'm superior to you. No, I tell that I'd stand up. Me, I say, no, thank you. I'm not going to sit here in this chair. I'm not some little school kid. Thank you very much. Either you get a regular chair like me, like I'm in, or I'm standing up. How about that? These people are not in charge. Stop helping them push a false narrative. Stop helping them push fake news. Start focusing. Keep your eyes on the prize, and that's this. Keeping these people, holding them accountable. But in order to do that, you must first be willing to hold yourself accountable. The only thing, and again, I've said this multiple times, and I'm going to say it again. A lot of y'all are getting nervous because all these excuses, all of the excuses for not doing, all of the excuses for not holding them accountable are all being removed. You're seeing exactly how wrong these things are. When are you going to demand? When are you going to demand that justice be done? When are you going to demand that the laws be applied? As soon as you yourself, personally, hold yourself accountable. That's when it's really going to start bothering you. These people have lied, they have manipulated, they have killed. All in the name of legality, professing that they have the authority to do it. Well, you know what? You know what? They don't have the authority to do it. Anybody can do anything that they want to do. The question is not whether somebody can or can't do something, because you are a free will creature. There's nothing preventing you from doing anything, from lying or from telling the truth, from putting your head in the sand or from standing in the light. Living in reality. You can live in fantasy land. You can talk about the injustices of of different races. These people are millionaires, for crying out loud. Millionaires. You can critique them all you want. You can make a big thing about them. They're still entertainment. They're still sports stars. Their career is going to be shorter than the time that you spent in grade school. The vast majority of them. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. Or you can hold yourself accountable. You can help put a stop to the madness. You can help drain the swamp simply by holding yourself accountable. And as soon as you start holding yourself accountable, as soon as you raise your standard, as soon as you start caring, as soon as you start putting everything in priority, there's nothing wrong with being an athlete. It's not a bad, evil thing, but it's not all that important. It doesn't make you any more free. It does nothing to make your life better. It does nothing to promote life, liberty, and the pursuit of your happiness. It'll make you happy for a little while if your team wins. If your team doesn't win, well, you're not going to be so happy. Distraction. Turn them off. Stay focused on those. Stay focused on getting rid of these criminals. Not dealing with things that took place 150 years ago, things that are just flat out made up. Period. That's what I'm going to encourage you to do. Again, these distractions won't work. Ignoring the problem isn't going to make it go away, because we've got a doer in the White House. His administrations are doers. ISIS is being killed. The wall is going to be built, and the swamp is being drained. The only question is, are you going to help make America great again, or are you still going to sit there and play stupid and talk about all of these little distractions, knowing full well that they are distractions? You are the only one that can make that choice. You are the only one that can make that decision. Just say it.